Mic check. So round 3 of the series is now underway. Qualifying from Bahrain, and it's the PS Pacific Open Series. This is Tier 1. I'm your host, Mike Wilson. Glad to be at your place or wherever you may be tuning in from. What should be a pretty good race to come. Third race of the season. Drivers have had time to get used to each other, get used to the game. Not that they don't punch out plenty of laps as it is. And we certainly look forward to the action to come. Future Dreamliner getting us underway. I think he's the first man out on track and should be the first to give us a lap in anger and a time on the timing boards. Certainly got 2 corners left to negotiate now. And just over 14 minutes remaining on the clock. Flings the Williams into the second to last and out of the last corner down the start finish straight. That's a 1:26.092. There were 3 drivers ahead of him. Supercharge picking up where he left off last week in Spain with a 1:25.3. Had a good race, did Supercharge in the Alpine last week. Was gunning for victory there at one stage before a ill-timed for him, safety car came out on track, splitting up his battle between himself and Ned Hugged My Dog, who appears to be absent from this session down there in 16th. No lap time set. Did he have a prang, I wonder? Or is he just retired from the session by the looks of it? Will he be back? Who knows? Shout out to Mike in the comments with a lot of the other guys there. Thanks for joining us in the comments, guys. Always appreciate having your company, and it's good to hear from you during the race. Give us your predictions. I'll give you my predictions, Mike, if you give me yours first. And then also let us know what you think of race strategies. What tyres? How many stops do you think the guys will go for? Anything. It always makes the broadcast more pleasurable interacting with your good selves in the comments. As we see Tabbed go up to 3rd. Just over 3/10 behind Supercharge's time. Just a fraction off a provisional front row spot. Go to, there's Karma in the McLaren. He's coming around the final corner now and into the pits. Fizzer. Grim Reaper does the same after invalidating his lap. We'll ride with Jimson. No, that is not a hot lap either. We're not having much luck. Can the crazy Kiwi give us a crazy fast lap? Launches down into turn 1, finds the apex and jets off out up to end sector 1. Got a yellow flag in sector 2, nothing to worry about too much. Mike calling for a Supercharge win, followed by Scotty and Tabbed. Yes, Scotty has been, I mean, there's been a few guys that have been a model of consistency so far. Scotty's certainly one of them. Might try and find those championship standings. There's only 2 races done so far, but we have some standings nonetheless. Crazy Kiwi still flying on this lap. Where is it going to put him? And to answer your... Oh, binned in the wall. Okay, so... Is that... Oh, we've got... Is that you, Ned? The V, we've got a commenter. V Salksa. I think that might be... It's either Ned or Dan the racer. Calling that he's binned in the wall. Crazy Kiwi in the meantime puts in that 1:26.6. Metz goes out for a hot lap now. Jahenda, you heard he may be hot and cold. Yeah, well, it was a cold race last week for Jahenda in Spain. 14th position. And I think it was a DNF. Might have been a DNF in the first race after qualifying 9th, I believe, in Great Britain. So certainly plenty for Jahenda to improve on, and I have little doubt that he certainly can get it together. So we're with Metz, yet to post a time. Comes around turn 10. It can be a real mongrel of a corner, as you know, trying to brake and turn at the same time. Your wheel just always wants to lock. Is he getting the wobbles on there, or is that just a glitch? Yeah. Bit of a feed glitch. Oh, yeah, look at that. Looked like he was all over the shop, but I feel like he's actually not. Might go on board and see if it's the same. So down the start, finish straight. Metz without a time yet. Punches in a 1:26.3. Car jigging all over the place. It's giving me ADHD just watching that. We'll get off and go to the Grim Reaper. He is commencing a lap in the Ferrari. Mike, no, I don't get paid for this job. This is just purely for the love of the F1, mate, at the moment. Trying to get the practice up, mate. And just love the sound of my own voice. So I'm told anyway. And I'm coming to you from sunny Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. For those not in the same land as I. Grim Reaper. 26.1 as it stands. Into that turn 9. Already, as you can see, plenty of rubber from front lefts being left on the track down there. Howdy to Buster in Sydney. Hope you're staying safe there, mate. Or maybe you got to the beach yesterday like a lot of people did. Grim Reaper, only a few corners to negotiate. Has he purpled the second sector? Something to keep an eye on here. Number 8 Ferrari whistling through the speed traps. Look at that, using all the track and more on entry as Bags goes to the top spot in the Aston. 1:25.1. And Grim Reaper unable to improve from what I can see. So check in with his teammate, not on a hot lap, Scotty. 1:25.6 at the moment. Oh, Mike's just up north in Brisbane. Shout out to all the folks residing in Vegas tonight. No luck for the Queensland teams in the NRL this week, unfortunately, with the Titans going out in a heartbreaking 1-point loss in their elimination final. Why didn't he pass? I don't know. But he's still got plenty of in-trust Super Cup. And if you're a footy fan, I highly recommend you take a look at the In-Trust Super Cup when you get a chance. Live on KO, 2 games a week, streamed for free. Doesn't cost anything. You don't need a paid KO subscription. 2 free games. But I digress. The action at the moment is in motorsport. F1 cars on track as we're watching Scotty. 25.4, so it's getting pretty close at the top. Supercharge. What's he up to? Just coasting at the moment. I'd like to see him have a red-hot crack at the top spot. Tactical Genius is about to cross the line, but he invalidated his lap, did he? He stays on the provisional third row with a 1:25.5. Does Supercharge go round for another crack? He does not. Crazy Kiwi still pushing out on that same stint where we first joined him. 4 laps in now, still on a 1:26.6. Who's on a fast one at the moment? Chronic Saint in the Mercedes. Finished 10th last week in Spain. Still managing to haul in some points for that. For those of you just tuning in to maybe Race Spec for the first time, bit of a different point scoring system compared to the real F1 world, with 30 points on offer for the winner, 23 for second, 20 for third, and then all the way down to 15th. So plenty of points available there to reward consistency in the league. Now he's come into the pits. We'll go to Jahenda, although he's invalidated this lap. Won't be improving. Tactical Genius, he was coming in after his hot lap. Is anyone having a crack? Jimson on his third lap this stint. 1:25.9 his best currently. So 10 Sandals languishing in 16th currently, and boom, goes within 3/10 of the top spot, a 1:25.472. That's good enough for a provisional second row spot. And a illegal blocking penalty there for Chronic Saint on his out lap, so that's no good as the cars pile out of the pits once more. Winning predictions. Oh, I mean, just to go off what last week threw up between Ned and Supercharge, I think Supercharge would have not a point to prove, but he's got the form, and with Ned likely to be starting down the back, and we'll have to keep an eye on Ned. I feel like he might be going through the field like a hot knife through butter. Supercharged looking good at the moment, but Bags has been certainly producing the results himself. As far as the timesheets go, just hasn't been quite converting them into race finishing results. So Bags has shown he's got the speed. And as we can see, he's on top spot at the moment. Here we are with Karma. Third on a 1:23.3, just immediately gets usurped by Future Dreamliner. So, guys getting a bit faster now. We've only got 30 seconds left in the session. We'll try and find... Who's that down there? Tactical Genius. Well, Tactical Genius is about to go on a lap now. Look at that. Less than 4 tenths. Less than 4 tenths, or 4 tenths covering down to 10th at the moment. So it is tight at the top. There's plenty of them still in it. Who do we follow? There's a... just got to try and find the people as they're completing a lap. Tabbed on a 1:25.554. Improves to 7th. Takes a 10th off his time. I think Sugar Freaks might be next. He's just got the final 2 corners to negotiate. On a 1:26.2 at the moment. Down the start, finish straight for the final time. That's good enough for 8th, the 1:25.4. So it's really jamming up now. Is that Scotty completing his lap or just starting one? Further down, Banana Cake Pie now over the start-finish line. That's good enough for 13th. We've got... who's pranged it? No, Wee's left the session. I'm trying to find who that is coming around the last corner. It's Grim Reaper. Finishes the session right there. Not Banana Cake Pie next. I think it's Future Dreamliner. That would have been his in-lap. Scotty's invalidated his. Karma. This is probably an in-lap, yes. Moving along to an invalidated Future Dreamliner. Behind him would be not Jahenda, it's Jimson. His lap's invalidated as well. Jahenda was trying on the mediums too, worth noting. Who's that? Is it Tab? No, Tab's done. So we're all done. Future Dreamliner into the pits. That'll be the session. And Bags hangs on by about 1.5 tenths. So can he convert this pole position into a race victory? He was certainly kicking himself after his spin last week in Spain where he had good track position. Unfortunately threw it away. Certainly looking to make up for that one this time around. That'll be end of qualifying. We're going to take a quick break. Please don't go anywhere. All the action just on the other side of this. Alright, we are back, getting ready for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. It will mark round 3 of the PS Pacific Open Series Tier 1. And that was a pretty tight qualifying session. We'll give a quick shout out to Aussie Blake there, calling a great lap from Saint, was it? So the cars will come around on the grid. We'll certainly be keeping a close eye on these two up the front. Bags certainly looking to convert this good qualifying session into a race win. As I said, he was up there near the lead last week for having a spin. It sort of ruined it all. Chance to make amends. So the cars come round onto the grid now. Oh, the Haas already sat there. So we're just moments away. Sick of these views from behind the cars. We want to get a look down the straight at them. Come on, Mr. Director, give us something. Well, there we are, right at the back of the grid. Come on. So the 5 red lights will come on when they go out. Round 3. We'll get underway. Are we going to get red lights go on? Here they come. The red lights light up the skies of Bahrain, and we are underway. Bags and Supercharged take the field, charging down to the first corner. Future Dreamliner looking for a piece of the action. He jumps up into second and sweeps round the outside. Supercharged falling back into the clutches of the pack. Karma's up there in 4th in the McLaren. Future Dreamliner now. Supercharged fights back for the spot as they head down to turn 4. They're going to go side by side. The Williams will hang on to the spot, but we've got a virtual safety car already. We've lost Jahenda, and Jimson was back there as well. So the 2 Red Bulls might have got crossed up with each other. Either way, Jahenda is gone. Done for the day. Grab the talcum powder. Early shower, my friend. Virtual safety car will stay with us for a little while now. Bags. Future Dreamliner, the winner there at the start. Getting past Supercharge. Scotty moves up a spot to 5th in the Mercedes. And down the back there, the Lunacy from the back went up to 15th. Real winner at the start there. How much longer do we have to put up with the virtual safety car? Okay, we might just... Mike's clearly that Mac Attack bloke from last week. We're just going to block him from the comments. You're a pest. Virtual safety car stays on. Collision penalty for Metz with Ned Hug My Dog as we get racing once more down into the first corner. And we will try and find our leader as the timing goes all wonky as hell. There we go. Bags still in the lead from Future Dreamliner, right on his tail there in second. They've already gapped Supercharged just a little bit as they come sweeping down towards turn 8. Slow right-hander, 50 miles per hour or 80 in the new coin. There's the Alpine in the background now. He wants that position back. He wants it back and wants to head out after Bags. He wants a win after he may feel it was sort of taken from him a little bit last week. Full credit to Ned Hugged My Dog though, however, down there in 17th. 2 wins from the first 2 races. He's already up a couple of spots. We'll go down to him once his timing fixture rectifies itself. And Bags is getting ready to break away. So they're starting to spread out a bit. No DRS yet, of course. Penalties are starting to get given out left, right and centre. 5 seconds each. Is that right? Was there a bit of bashing and banging going on further down the field? Not sure. So the timing has fixed itself up a bit now as we watch this Ferrari sandwich between Tabbed and Sugar Freaks. And he's going to go for a move up the inside. Is Tabbed. Will he get it done? Will he stick it? A Mercedes is going to follow him through as well. That's Chronic Saint up the inside of Wee. That's a difficult place to make it stick. It's very fast out there. The Mercedes using a bit more of the track than he maybe should have. And the 2 Ferraris are now left side by side in 9th and 10th. And they're going to go at it into 9 and 10. That's another difficult spot to get onto the brakes. But they do it. Respectful racing, wheel to wheel. And they keep out of each other's way. And behind them, Chronic Saint now looking to take some of those spots back. How's this for a duel? The Scuderia right on top of each other. We got another yellow flag there. Is that Future Dreamliner? He's gone round. He's out of the battle for the lead now. And he can't rejoin immediately. He has to wait for all the cars to stream past him. Gets it going once more. So that gives us back our front row again. Bags out in the lead. Supercharged heading out after him. DRS now enabled as well. We've got a yellow now. Who's gone off? Is it Tense Sandals had a moment out of turn 2? No damage on the front wing that I can see. So he picks it up and goes again once more. Future Dreamliner obviously came in for some repairs. Chucks on the mediums, gets going once more. He'll come out just ahead there of, well, there's Dan Racer. There's the Williams just taking off in front of him. As we go back up to 3rd place. And Karma TV. And there's another yellow flag. That would be... who is it? What's there? It's an Aston. Just trying to find him. Is it the Lunacy? It was. I think he's had an off. That was coming out of 12, I think, of all places. Not sure if he collected another driver. So a few of the boys finding it difficult to keep the cars pointing in the right direction. Look at this down into turn 1. Cars aplenty. To battle from 8th down to 13th. Very close indeed as we see Banana Cake Pie and Ned on the move. Goes through past the Crazy Kiwi. Banana Cake Pie next on his victim list. This is quite incredible. Quite a lot of cars there, nose to tail. It's only lap 6 commencing now with Bags at the front of the pack there. He's got 3 behind him. Supercharged Karma and Scotty. And there's 5th place tabbed on your screen with the McLaren of Sugar Freaks closing in on him. Actually, Sugar Freaks just joining us for his first race today here in Bahrain, so we welcome him to the league. And he's firmly busy there. One eye out in front, one eye behind. Definitely one eye behind now as that Ferrari closes in on his tail. Make their way down to turn 8. Chronic Saint in the picture there as well. Grim Reaper in the 2nd Ferrari, the number 8 Ferrari, closing in. Oh, look how close the front wing ended up under the gearbox of Sugar Freaks. And We92 looking to make a move here into 11. Sticks it. The McLaren stays on the outside. There's contact. Wee has to go off the track, and now he's got a Mercedes up the inside. Oh, and contact with the McLaren. Hits Sugar Freaks. Opens the door for Chronic Saint now, who goes up the inside as they head towards the second to last corner of the lap. Falls back into line. Oh, this is getting quite punchy in the midfield. And that Mercedes got a good run out of the final corner. They're side by side going down the straight. Look how close now as they head down to turn 1. Will the Mercedes make a move? They're closing in on Sugar Freaks as well. Oh, and there's that on the outside. Cars everywhere at the moment. Oh, you'd think this is going to end in tears somewhere around here. They're doing pretty good. 3-second time penalty for the number 8, the 8th place Tactical Genius there behind that Mercedes and Ferrari battle. Look at them go at it. Wheel-to-wheel action in Bahrain. This is what we want. This is what we hoped for. As they stream down to turn 8. Cars and tyre rubber flying everywhere. All the while up front, Bags Liddell holds his lead in the Aston Martin, a 1.2 second gap to Supercharge Karma. In the lead, McLaren right on his tail as we see Chronic Saint take 5th off the Sugar Freaks. Gets it done, drives off into turn 12. Oh, what a battle in the midfield. Oh, that AlphaTauri chops his front wing into the back tyre of Sugar Freaks and loses the front wing end plate as a result. Falls back behind Grim Reaper. He'll have to box for some damage repairs. Banana Cake Pie there right on his tail and, not surprisingly, runs wide out of the final corner. So he'll dart across now into the pits. Try and get that damage sorted. And the AlphaTauri tucking in behind the Williams, looking for a move now into turn 4. The Williams doesn't want to let it go easy, nor should he. Oh, this is close, heading to 5. AlphaTauri of Crazy Kiwi makes the move stick. So that lead pack, those first 4 cars, they are away. They've pulled out a 10-second gap. Scotty there in 4th, 10 seconds ahead of Chronic Saint. And Mercedes 4-5 currently. But yeah, there's daylight between them. So Supercharged second still. The gap to the leader still pretty consistent. Karma there in 3rd, DRS open, can't get close enough. Oh, Chronic Saint, what's he done? What has he done? Oh, he's in the pits. Oh, calm down, Mike, thought he'd spun. Jumps into the pits, serves that penalty. Softs go off, mediums on. So I guess we can probably expect a few more pit stops soon. And the Mercedes of Chronic Saint will come out in 15th. Just behind Future Dream Liner. 2 cars up ahead. Ned hugged my dog. Disappointing qualifying session. Unable to get a lap in. Starting from 19th, I think it was. Yes. He's just going for a long first stint on that hard tyre. Now down in 8th, 9th, the battle rages on here for 8th spot. Haas. Side by side with Sugar Freaks. Sugar Freaks is first race, only 10 laps in. He's been in plenty of action. And he'll come into the pits to shed those soft compound tyres. Likely take on some mediums. And Bags has done the same. So race leader exits the pits. Finds a little gap in the field there down in 9th place. So that puts Karma in the McLaren in the lead. Qualified 4th, now sits 1st, just ahead of Supercharge. Might have just got outside the DRS range. No, rear wing on the Alpine Open, so not quite far enough. And all the while, Scotty there in 3rd. So now Karma in the McLaren pits. That puts Supercharge out in front. A bit of clear air to do something. Maybe drag Scotty along with him. Where does Karma come out compared to Bags? He's going to still come out behind. But he might drop behind the second Aston Martin there of the Lunacy, who's yet to stop. No, he holds the spot. Just. And he'll be due for a pit stop of his own. Further down, tabbed. Here goes Ned past. Oh, jeez, that was close. Past the Haas of tabbed F1. Behind them, the Chronic Saint. And who's on his tail? Future Dreamliner down there in 14th, following his earlier spin. Tabbed had a think about another move on Ned hugged my dog. Decides against it. So back up front, Supercharge. Narrow half-second lead to Scotty. Scotty closing in. Will he make the move now, or does he wait till the pit stops? Try and get it done. Here they come. Straight into the pits. So Crazy Kiwi inherits the lead at the moment, and we'll keep an eye on Scotty and Supercharge to see where they come out in comparison to Bags and Karma. It's going to be behind. Exit the pits now. You can see up in the distance there, Bags. He opted for the hards. Karma went the mediums. So he's going to go the 2 stops, so that's juicy. Plenty of action to play out yet. What are these two doing down here? Tab, the Sugar Freaks and Mets. Ten Sandals has just come into the pits as well, and there's a lot of jockeying for position at the moment. Tune back into, I think Bags has got, the Bags having taken on the hard tyres. Did he get past Jimson, or has Jimson closed in on him? So much to keep an eye on at the moment. It's a different drop. Oh, and who's gone off back there? Is it Mets? It is out of the last corner. Oh, geez. Don't back into the pack. They go through him. He's got no front wing to speak of. Good place to lose a front wing there on Alex Albon corner. You can just pop straight back into the pits and get that sorted immediately. So Crazy Kiwi in the lead from Banana Cake Pie, both on 12 lap old mediums, yet to box. Dan the Racer picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. We'll just block that name out of the live comments. Idiot. Bags Liddell in third, 2 lap old hards. And he's got Jimson still on his tail. Now Karma has closed in, but he took the mediums at the stop. A little bit of a pack forming down there again from 9th down to and including 12th. Midfield battle. Pop down there and have a little look. There you see on your screen, number 8, Haas of Tab, just ahead of the Lunacy. And then the number 8 Ferrari of the Grim Reaper, who is just ahead of Chronic Saint, who may have jumped into the pits. No, it was the Lunacy. So he'll pop in, 13 lap old mediums he's decided he's had enough of. So we're nearly at the halfway mark of the race. Just the one retirement so far. Jahenda in the Red Bull having a pretty unhappy start to the season so far, unfortunately. But still plenty of races and time to make it up. There goes Karma past Jimson. So he can now put his head down and get out after Bags once more. So when will Crazy Kiwi and Banana Cake Pie jump into the pits? That's one of the next questions of the race. Not much happening at the moment. There is Supercharge thinking about a move, but it's Jimson who decides he's going to take that place back from Karma. Not if I have anything to say about that, says Karma in the McLaren. Now that's opened up Jimson to a move from Supercharge. Has to tuck back in. How close are they? Incredible. Supercharge gets a better run out of turn 4, goes past the Red Bull, and they leave Jimson in their wake. Leave him in the clutches of Scotty closing in there. Tactical Genius picks up a penalty. There's the penalty situation on your screen. Supercharge on the charge now, going up behind Karma, gets the DRS where the McLaren doesn't. Oh, really closing in. It's got some straight line speed, that Alpine. Go back to the tyre situation. 10 Sandals, the only man down there on the soft tyre currently, down in 18th. So we ride with Supercharge now. He's going to try and make the move. Pulls out of the slipstream. He's not going to get close enough. Going into the start-finish straight now, that is. This is where he'll get his better chance. The benefit of DRS. No one behind him to worry about. Pulls up alongside the McLaren. Sweeps past. And takes 4th spot. Looks set to resume his battle with Bags Liddell. He's got 2 lap younger tyres than the Aston driver and 1 softer compound. Crazy Kiwi and Banana Cake Pie still out in front on those now 15 lap old mediums. Grim Reaper and the Chronic Sake going at it into turn 4. Mercedes up the inside. Ferrari tries to stick it. Tries to hang on. Can't do so. It's Ferrari 11-12 at the moment. Bags Liddell is actually closing in on Banana Cake Pie, so those mediums of Banana Cake Pie are pretty shot at the moment. Here comes Bags, closing in on the Williams. The slipstream with the DRS, just not close enough. Very close indeed though. That Aston Martin there bottoming out upon entry into turn 1. Karma. Well, here goes Bags now. Sweeps past the Williams into turn 4. And moves 1 place closer to that lead position. So the car's getting a bit more spread out now. Check in with the Ferraris. They're both involved in a battle of their own. The Grim Reaper in 10th, looking at Chronic Saints' 9th spot. And there's Wee back there in 11th with Tactical Genius on his tail. They were 11th and 12th, now 10th and 11th with the pit stop from Jimson promoting the skid area. Does the Crazy Kiwi box this lap? He does not. Sweeps down the start-finish straight one more time. Check in with Scotty. He's on the back of that pack that consists of 3rd place Banana Cake Pie, 4th Supercharge. Actually, Supercharge is going to be thinking about a move on that Williams any minute now. Geez, that's close. Right under the rear of the car. Just got to wait and try and pick his moment here. Gets a good run out of 8. I've already seen one attempted move through 9 and 10. Does Supercharge give it a go? No, he decides that's not the time to do it. Want to get a move on though. He's got Karma and Scotty right behind there. Looks like he's going to have to wait until the start-finish line. Start-finish straight in order to get that move done. Four cars involved there. Scotty bringing up the rear of this 4-car pack. Look at her close. It's incredible stuff. Supercharged. Well, Banana Cake Pie is going to make it easy for him and jump into the pits. That leaves Karma on his tail. They both have DRS. The McLaren closing. Will he close in close enough into the first corner? Does not. Supercharge holds the spot. That was a bit of a thorn in his side, that Williams of Banana Cake. He wanted to get past as quick as he could. It's held him up a little bit from pursuing Bags out there in second, who ever so slowly closing in on the Crazy Kiwi, but holding it together a lot better this race. Bags looking for an improvement on last week's finish. Bags now less than a second from the race lead. Crazy Kiwi just pushing those mediums right out. I guess he's going to try and go as long as he can and take on the softs for the final stint. But not yet, he says. Goes on once more. And once more, the poleman Bags takes the lead of the race. 10 laps to go. And he's looking pretty good. Doesn't intend on stopping again. Although I don't think Supercharge and them behind will. They got to get past him though first. Before they worry about making those tyres hang on, they have to get past. Supercharge finished second last week. Nabbed an extra point as well for the fastest lap. And he's looking on course for at least a second at this stage, although Karma and Scotty will certainly have something to say about it. Scotty, very consistent over the first two races. Second in Great Britain, third in Spain. Still looking to go one better, of course. And Karma there in fourth, definitely having one of his better races. He was 8th in Great Britain, 7th in Spain last week. Currently sitting 7th, but he's got that Mercedes of Scotty to worry about at the moment. The Crazy Kiwi does finally pit. Jumps in there now. 19 laps. Here's the McLaren just having a look. Well, not having a look really. Supercharge moves to the inside to defend the position. Karma had to get out of it a little bit. That's given Scotty a slight run. Does he get close enough into turn 4? He does not. I think there's a bit of a mini DRS train happening there at the moment. Now, meanwhile, Ned Hugged My Dog, worth noting, he's moved up to 5th spot at the moment. 10 seconds off this pack. Look at Karma, just sandwiched in between Supercharge and Scotty. This is all good for Bags Liddell there out in front too, trying to eke as much pace out of those hard compound tyres as he can. And while these lot battle with each other, just allows him a bit of comfort out in front there. We'll check down on the battle for 8th. Tactical Genius currently holds it in the AlphaTauri. He's got Wee 92 just behind him there, closely followed by Banana Cake Pie. And it won't be long before the Crazy Kiwi tacks onto the back of that battle. As we mentioned, he just pitted, grabbed himself a fresh set of softs, and they'll no doubt be pretty pacey, those tyres, and should move him up to this battle pretty soon, you would think. And they go now down the start-finish straight. Ferrari thinks about move, just can't quite get close enough to make a lunge up the inside in the braking zone to turn 1. And he's got Banana Cake Pie stalking him now. Does his Williams go up the inside? He has a look and spins it. Goes round. Oh, Banana Cake Pie. That was very Vettel-esque, that spin. I'm not sure if he was in two minds about whether to do it or whether not to. Didn't work out on this occasion. And that leaves we free to pursue tactical genius there in 8th spot. Back up near the head of the field. The gap to the leader now just 1.5 seconds. They've shaved a second off that one. Karma in 3rd in the McLaren. Here we go, Supercharge. He's just lapping the Haas. Nothing to get too excited about. I was the only one doing so. Scotty still there. With the benefit of DRS, but still right on Karma's tail. The gap less than half a second. Now Supercharge, he smells victory here. He wants that position off Bags. Question is, if he gets past, do the tyres hang on? A lot of ifs and buts and maybes and theoreticals at the moment. Maybe it's not worth speculating on and we just watch to see what happens. So the top 4 pretty much in the one picture. We expected a pretty close race given what we saw in qualifying, and it looks like we are going to get it. The Bahrain Grand Prix. This is Pacific Open Series and the heat is turning up now with about 5 laps to go. This is what we wanted to see. Bags now under all sorts of pressure. The field goes through turn 1, led by Bags. Supercharged there in 2nd, as they qualified. The man who qualified 4th, Karma. Promoted by that early spin from future Dreamliner down there in 15th. Scotty, never far away the whole time in the Mercedes. 4 different constructors in the top 4. We got a yellow flag. Speaking of future Dreamliner, is it? No, it wasn't. Was it Ned? Sure what happened there. No, I don't think it was either. Oh, look, I've missed who that was. Sorry. One to speculate on later. Actually, it was Banana Cake Pie. I'm pretty sure. And apologies to you, Banana, if it wasn't. Onto the start finish, straight to commence lap 25. Bags Liddell just ahead of Supercharge, who's going to make the move for the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Does so as easy as you like. Gets past. Now, will those tyres give him the speed to hang on for the next few laps? Can Bags stay in DRS zone? Can he stay stuck to the back of that Alpine? Turn 4, they go through. Karma and Scotty dropped right off the back during that. I'm not sure how that happened with an overtake move happening in front of them. Either way, the battle rages on. Bags needs to do his best to stay within the DRS zone. He's doing so at the moment. Here they come now down into turn 11. The Aston staying close as he needs to. This one's far from over yet. Crazy Kiwis lunched it. Where is the Crazy Kiwi? Oh, and it's a safety car. There's the Crazy Kiwi in the wall. So that's coming out of 6, I think. Throwing it. Sorry, turn 7. After putting in all that hard work making those medium tyres last the length of that first stint, the Crazy Kiwi just shunting it into the wall. Now we got action down in the pit, so Bags, he knows he can go to the end. He's going to stay out on those hard tyres. Where does the rest of the pack get out? Tab's going to try and come through here into second. Was it Tabbed? No, who's that? No, it was Metz going through. So Tab jumps into the pits as well. So Supercharge must have had a penalty up his sleeve that I failed to see. This is close here. Supercharge and the Grim Reaper. Who takes the spot? Who takes 4th spot? This could be vital to Supercharge's race. He's gone back. Oh, shades of last week in Spain where he was split up from the lead battle. This is maybe not work, I suppose. Look, if he had the penalty up his sleeve and those guys were going to pit behind him in the likes of Karma and Scotty, then he would have had to serve it anyway if he was to be any hope of staying ahead of them on fresh tyres. Even if he did manage to keep them behind, you'd think they'd be right on his tail. So Bags stays out in front. We're only going to have maybe a lap or 2 at best remaining once the safety car jumps back into the pits. But it's certainly not over by any stretch. Grim Reaper, the real winner there. So he's up 8 spots. He qualified in 12th. 12th, was it? Yeah, he was on the 6th row with Tactical Genius, who sits there in 6th, 9 seconds worth of penalties up his sleeve, so that's going to hurt come the end. Still waiting for the field to bunch up. With any luck, this will be the last lap behind the safety car. Hopefully we get 2 full laps of racing. I'm going to have a sip of drink and get the voice box and the vocal cords ready for this finish, because this is going to be, there's going to be stuff happening all over the place. High drama comes down to the last 2 laps and a safety car. The light's still on the safety car at the moment. There's still a McLaren and an Alfa Romeo just coming round onto the start-finish straight now. There's an Aston in between them and the main pack. I think it's the Lunacy. There he is, catching up. The Aston will catch the back of the pack. Do the lights go out on the safety car? Can we get 2 full laps? Or is it going to be 1 final lap, a mad dash for glory? That man on screen, Bags in the Aston Martin, he'll be hoping the safety car does 1 more lap. So there'll be no DRS for the remainder of the race. Race control, safety car in this lap, so we're going to get 2 full racing laps to finish it off. The Bahrain Grand Prix of the Pacific Open Series. This is Tier 1 of Race Spec, and Round 3 at Bahrain is about to get lit. Bags Liddell from Karma, Scotty, Supercharge, probably just hasn't worked out for him again. Like I said, similar circumstances to last week in Spain. But never mind that, the action is here and now as Bags Liddell makes the jump, goes for it, down into turn 1. He's got the Alfa Romeo separating himself and the field, so that will certainly help. Scotty and Karma battling it out for second on the podium. Scotty goes through, the McLaren demoted to third, but he's not done with the Mercedes yet. As they stream down into turn 4, can't get a move done. Grim Reaper back there having to fight off Supercharge. The Alpine unable to get past. Bags holding that spot, the gap down to half a second. That Alfa Romeo really in the way there. They got to get that thing out of the way. It's the fastest car there yet. It wants to go past Bags Liddell. That lead just 4/10. There's only a few corners remaining before we go on to the last lap. Bags first, Scotty second. That view doesn't help us at all. There's a Ferrari off in the background. It might be Wee92, I think. He's been left at the back. Now Scotty heads out after Bags Liddell. You'd think by the time they get round to the start-finish straight, that Aston Martin could be a sitting duck. Karma joining the fight as well. Supercharged back there, ducking out to make a move on the Grim Reaper. Will he get it done into the second to the last corner? Here they go, down the start-finish straight now. Look at that McLaren riding the slipstream of the Mercedes. Bags tries his best to break the toe, moves to the inside to defend. Here goes the Mercedes of Scotty, switches one way, flicks back to the outside, goes around Bags Liddell on the outside, makes it stick and takes the lead on the final corner. Karma now wants a piece of Bags Liddell. Can he get it done into turn 4? I think he can. Up the inside, Bags tries to stick it around the outside. Will he hang on out there? The Aston Martin on those harder compound tyres can't stick it. And Scotty looking good from here. Can Karma get it done before the end? Can he close in? Only a few corners remaining as they go round turn 10. The Mercedes now. Oh, he must be sweating inside the gloves. Karma right on his tail. Meanwhile, look who's come through there from the grave. Ned hugged my dog past his teammate Supercharge after starting near last. The two Alpines in 4th and 5th currently. So only a few more corners to go. This man Scotty has driven a great race all day. Started down in 7th place. That's how mixed up the grid got. And he's going to hang on. Only 2 more corners to negotiate, and what a great race we've had. The Mercedes of Scotty. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Karma in second. Bags Liddell, he drove a stellar race, unable to convert it into a win, but I think he'll be happy to get a solid haul of points on the wall. Ned hugged my dog. You can never rule him out in 4th position. Supercharged. Unlucky once more. That gave us a great race nonetheless. Driver of the day, well, he came from the back row to get it done. Fantastic result. Great race from all the guys. That was a hell of an event. Seemed like it only just started 5 minutes ago and now we're done. So much happening. There's your race winner. Fantastic result for the Mercedes driver. Karma in second. That's his best result by far, with a 8th in round 1, 7th in round 2, now a 2nd. And Scotty, after finishing 2nd in round 1, 3rd in round 2, goes one better and nabs the race victory. We'll get those results up on screen shortly, hopefully. Oh, what a fantastic event. I'm sad to say I think I'll be missing next week's race. I won't be calling the race. I'll be tuning in for a look, but unfortunately won't get the delight of calling that one. Sad to say, after all that action, that's left me wanting some more. So we didn't get the result on screen, unfortunately. But look, thanks for joining us wherever you've tuned in from today. that's all we got time for, unfortunately. It's been a pleasure to be at your place or wherever you've tuned in from. Please join us again next week for more of that fantastic racing action. But until then, thanks for being with us. It's bye for now.